Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Redtail Ray coming at you. Wanted to do another quick unveiling and unboxing as I got a nice little gift from Columbia River Knife and Tool. I've been a huge fan of Columbia Rivers as well as a bunch of other knife manufacturers, but I really do respect and appreciate the way that Columbia River Knife and Tool has brought their company through the last 10, if not 15, 20 years. It's been really tough for businesses to keep afloat and to keep competitive. We've seen big corporations do a lot of really, really bad stuff and not do the right thing. And I really think that Columbia River Knife and Tool has always done a great job producing things that people want and taking care of their customers. So before I open my package that I just got, I'm gonna set that off to the side. I'm gonna show you guys just a few. I'm not gonna pull out everything. I've got stuff packed away in all kinds of places of some of the other Columbia River Knife and Tool stuff that I have purchased in the past. First, but definitely not foremost, is the Columbia River Eaton Tool, Columbia River Knife and Tool, CRKT. Some people call it Crkt. It's a long Yangma design bottle opener. I've had this in my H2O kit, and I've been carrying one of these for a long time. It's great if you don't find plasticware and throwing plastic stuff away all the time. I've had this one particularly, I believe, for about the last 3 or 4 years. It's worked great. You can see there's virtually no wear. I got a couple scratches on it from carrying it against some other metal and stuff. Their newest design after this that I purchased last year, their upgraded Eaton tool. Hopefully you can see this black on black, but it's the Eaton Tool XL. It's even bigger, almost twice as big, not quite. This one's got a can opener, I believe, as well, different size. Wrench head, nut heads, whatever you want to call it. This one also has the additional bottle opener built into it. You can kind of see that. There we go. Both these products are just simply amazing. This one's really nice too, with the longer design to get down into deep cups. Out there camping and doing whatever else you do, you might find yourself needing an extra little reach rather than tipping the cup up and trying to get way down in there. This thing is great. Both of these tools are absolutely amazing. I can make a separate video on the Eaton tool and the Eaton Tool XL, maybe at a later date, but trying to breeze through this one. One of the knives that I've had for a very, very long time. I've had this for at least 6 or 7 years. I got this actually at a gun show for $15. Somebody didn't appreciate it. This was the Carson Design M16-01KZ. You can see that in there. I did mention on the last video that I did that I did end up breaking the tip off. It was bent when I got it, and I tried bending it back. And lo and behold, see if I can focus that. A little bit better. It didn't end up wanting to bend back, obviously. Once it's heat treated, it becomes very brittle. So I made it into a chisel point. Works really great for small tasks and for chiseling and for other small things. One of the other things you'll notice that I did with this knife handle is that I stippled the entire handle, both sides, except for right underneath the pocket clip. That is still smooth. Not sure if you can get in there and see that, but I really find this to be a very, very effective way of keeping a firm grip in all kinds of conditions, whether it be just a little bit of water or a torrential downpour, or your hands are coated in blood or oil, motor grease. It does not matter. I really think that this really improved the smooth grip of this regular polymer style handle. I'll make another yet another video I gotta make on stippling and the advantages on that. But that's been my daily carry for a long time. Before and not before, but after I had this knife for quite a while, I did decide to do a huge upgrade. I got the Desert Big Dog, the big brother to the M16. The Desert Big Dog. A huge fan of this knife. This is the M16-14D. You can see that there. There we go. Really love this knife. It's got the triple point serrations. It's the Tonto design. It's got a little fuzz on it right now. It is the titanium nitride finish to it. It does have the bearing system in it, I believe, or the ceramic bearing, or at least a plastic polymer bearing inside. I can't remember exactly. I'm not too big on all the fine details, especially, or at least for this video in particular, but this knife has served me very well in all kinds of purposes. Love the non-reflective finish on the blade. Great knife. It comes in at 3.89 inches or 3.879 inches. It's just under 4 inches. So if you look, I don't got very big hands, but the old myth that you might have heard is that, oh, if it's bigger than your hand, well, you can't carry it. Well, at least in the city here, in the big cities, especially Minneapolis, Minnesota, which I don't live too close to, but their regulation, their city ordinance is 4 inches and under. So this comes in right underneath that that particular blade length. And as you can see, there you go. I mean, it's quite a significant knife upgrade. Again, I love this knife. Really put some hard use into it. Belt clip is coming a little bit loose. I've had issues batoning with this knife. I've had it come loose on me a few times. I've had the lock not separate but go to the other side of the blade and become kind of semi-problematic. So it's not an extremely, I mean, it's not a fixed blade knife. We'll just put it that way. You just can't beat a fixed blade knife for what it is. So that being said, I'm going to show you guys something that I picked up 10 plus years ago. Long time ago, my best friend and I started going, long time ago, started going to the local knife and safe shop. And back in those days, in the early and late 90s, you could pick yourself up one of these guys, and don't give me too much crap. Yes, this blade is rusted and pitted and really beat up. This is one of the originals, Columbia River Knife and Tool Vector blades. It is the mini seal tack blade. You can kind of zoom in on there maybe. Vector. This is a discontinued knife. I've had this knife for at least 10 years. I can't remember the exact amount of years. And yeah, I mean, it's rusted, it's pitted, but this knife has seen so many camping trips, and to survive through not only my adolescent and teenage years, but to make it through my 20s and then some into my nearly 30s now, this knife has really stood up and held out. Really love this knife. I've had this knife for a really long time again. It's the smaller version again, and going back to what I was saying is that me and my best friend used to buy knives from the local knife and safe shop. We actually used to, for our birthdays, buy each other knives. Sometimes the exact same knife, just to because sometimes slightly different knives. And in this certain case, I believe this is back in, I'm not even going to try to guess, but in this particular year, this last year for my birthday, I received, I'm just going to say received, the original knife that I bought for my best friend at least 10 plus years ago, and this is an original Columbia River knife and tool. Let's see if I can focus in on that. It's the seal tack. You can see that. Again, this is one of the discontinued knives. I can't get into the specifications. I don't have any of the information pulled up. I'm just trying to make a quick video on a new unboxing video of some of the new stuff that Columbia River Knife and Tool has come out with. Again, this is something that he gave me. It's got serrations on the top. It's got a really nice design to it. It's a really nice long blade. And you notice the difference between these two handles, if you can tell right off, is that he custom stippled this handle for me in the tiger stripe pattern, or in the stripe pattern. And one of the main reasons I started getting into stippling, this is again a year or two ago, but this knife has become a part of my one of my options for a lot of different things. I love both these knives. Again, this is my original. This is the one that he bought me, and this is the knife that I bought him years and years and years ago. And you can tell that he took quite a bit better care of his knife than I did. Maybe didn't use it as much, and he stippled the handle and he gave it back to me as a gift at least 10 plus years later, and that meant something really special to me. This knife is really nice, and you might be able to still find them out there. I haven't done too much research on trying to find another one, but for what they are, just going back full circle to try to explain, I've been a huge fan of Columbia River Knife and Tools for a long time. Columbia River Knife and Tool, or CRKT, some people call it Crkt. And this just goes to show you, I've been a purchaser or a customer of Columbia River Knife and Tool for a very long time. And again, this is just a taste of some of the stuff that I have from them, but just to give you that idea, I got both these knives out, and these are, again, original, new in box. Still have the boxes too. I'd have to dig those out, and the original receipts from when I bought them, because I'm just that kind of guy. I keep the important stuff. But long story short, already got 12 minutes into this video. I need to open up this package. I've been waiting for 3 weeks on this package. To give you guys just a little background story, I got an email from Columbia River, Columbia River Knife and Tool saying that being a valued customer, I could receive a free knife if I purchased $25 or more. And so I decided to take them up on that offer. And that being said, pull out my receipt because you guys don't need to see my address or my name per se, other than Red Tail Ray. But I got 2 brand new knives from Columbia River Knife and Tool. One of them was free, and the other one I actually paid a little bit more than the $25 for. And go ahead and zoom in on these boxes. You guys can see that there. Now the knife that I paid for is going to be on the right, the Ignitor. And not only just the Ignitor, but the Ignitor T, which is the tactical version. From what I read and from what I saw and from what I researched, it's the black on black version. I also got the option with the VEF serrations, which I've been a huge fan of. And the knife on the left is the Drifter. And the Drifter with the G10 scales is the knife that they were offering for free. So I'm going to go ahead and do an unboxing here. And this is, sorry if I'm a little short of breath, but I'm very excited to see these knives. Opening these up, of course you get their little mini catalog. Go through that maybe later on my own, but I just want to get to the knives. And wow, this is a really nice little package for a knife. I'm very impressed with the Drifter. It's very light. If I remember right, I think it's under 3 ounces. the blade length is relatively short. It can't be more than 4 inches. I mean, I'm sorry, it can't be between 3 and 3.5 inches. The G10 handles are a very, very nice texture, but not too crazy. Really not grippy to the point where you're going to be tearing your pants up. The pocket clip, looks like you do only get the option for the tip down carry, but that's fine by me because that's the way I do carry. But that's a pleasant surprise. That's a wonderful gift for being a customer for so many years. And if anybody from Columbia River Knife and Tool is watching this video, I really appreciate it. You guys have been really good to me. Really, really good to me. Really, really, really nice machine work and polish work on the actual G10. I've seen some other jobs that aren't so good. It looks like these ones are professionally done, if maybe not even machined or milled. The coating on the blade is a slight non-reflective. It's not quite a stainless. It's not a bright stainless, but it's a nice little knife. I really like that. Heavy duty. There's not too. Actually, there's really no flex to it whatsoever. I'm not going to have to do any tightening to it whatsoever. Accessing the actual lock with my right hand is very simple. Using the thumb stud is very smooth. The operation is just gorgeous. And with that pocket clip in the way, let's just give it a left-handed test. It's not too bad at all. And I'm definitely not practiced at left-hand opening, but if you needed to, that's just really cool. I am blown away. For a free knife, and normally when somebody says, oh, you can get a free knife if you do this or if you do that, I knew that I was going to get a high quality product. That is really cool. I am blown away. A little bit of jimping up here on the top, a little bit, very minimalistic. Not going to cut your thumb up on the top of the blade, but just a nice lightweight knife. Really, really, really like that knife. That's really cool. But I can't get too excited yet because this is the freebie. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little sip of my adult tasty beverage, and I'm gonna open up the next knife. Now on to the good stuff. Again, this is the Ignitor T. And the Ignitor T, for everything that I saw, and I've been into the M16s and the M14s and the M21, I'm sorry, not the M14s, the M16s and the M21 style for a long time. You've seen both of my M16 styles. With this knife, you also get the mini catalog and the fire safe instructions, because with this knife, it is an assisted knife as well as it's got the fire safe mechanism in it. I'm not going to break that down into too many details, but from what I've been able to see, and I haven't played with one yet before, so this will be my first time playing with one, is that the fire safe mechanism is a little button that you actually activate in the thumb stud, and when you push it in, let's just see how this works. Focus in there. When you push it in, it actually, can you see that? It engages a back safety on the other side to actually allow you to open that knife up. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. It's the same kind of G10 handles. It's a really nice finish to go along with it. It's actually about the same finish as the Drifter, but actually significantly, well, maybe at least a ½ inch longer of a blade and at least a ½ inch longer of the handle. Oh my goodness, that's a pretty knife. I've already played with you, Drifter, go away. Now this knife, again, is an assisted knife, which really, really, I'm a big fan of. Let's see on the other side. Again, they only allow for the one style carry, which is tip down, and again, that's fine by me. This that belt clip Igniter, I like a little bit better than on the Drifter, because it's a little bit thinner in profile, and it sticks down. If you look at where that would ride in your pocket clip, this knife will sit down quite a bit further, and I do like that, and it'll be a lot less profile. This is a little bit of big chunk for me sticking out of my pocket, but not saying this isn't a bad backup knife or everyday carry knife. None the same, doesn't matter, but this is the one that I really wanted. There's so much I just don't know about this knife. I'm not a super tech savvy kind of guy. I don't, at least for this video, I don't have all the dimensions and the lengths and the weights and the blade metal types printed out or even on my iPad. I just wanted to do this unboxing and show you guys my brand new knife. One of the biggest reason actually that I did want this knife is that I did need a new everyday carry knife. For the last long time I've been carrying this really broke down M16, and with that chisel point it works really good. I mean, you can clean your fingernails really good with that, but I needed a new everyday carry knife, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I've got a lot of playing around with this knife to do. I'm going to say one more thing, that those VEF serrations is the main reason why I decided to get, again, the main reason I decided to get this knife. I've played around with a couple of my buddies' knives that had the VEF serrations and was blown away by the performance. The triple point serrations on almost every other knife is adequate, but for the tearing power, and not the sawing power, but for the tearing power that you get out of this VEF serration, for the use and the functionality, what you get out of actually of this style serration is just mind-blowing. And if you haven't checked one out, I would recommend it. Totally recommend it. Maybe even just if you can, go out and grab one, or go to your local knife shop, or your hunting outfitter, your hunting store, and see if they got one of the Columbia Rivers with the VEF serrations on it, because this is what I spent the extra money on. Again, I could have got another Eaton Tool XL for $25 and got the Drifter for free, but I really wanted a knife with these VEF serrations for a very long time. And to give you, hopefully you can get a nice close-up here without getting too shiny. I mean, these things are just, I can't describe it. I am actually speechless, which is fine, because I'm going to end the video right now. I've yabbed and blabbed for way too long, and I need to play with my new pocket knife, but I wanted to just do this this unveiling for you guys on my two brand new pocket knives that I got on the same day. The Drifter and the Ignitor T, both with G10 scales, and I am so happy right now. I'm gonna go cut some stuff. I'm gonna go cut a lot of stuff. Oh, I'm excited. Thanks for watching. Again, this is Redtail Ray. I'll see you guys in the next video. I got a lot more videos coming out. I just don't have the time to do them all exactly when I think of them. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.